Talktainment Radio Worldwide Sound. Talktainmentradio.com. We give you a reason to come. The world's greatest radio. We give you a reason to stay. Radio, the way it should be heard. You got the power.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Look, up in the sky.
It's the superheroes of travel.
It's Ricky Tyus and TOSCI Williams, able to take you around the world by air, land, and sea, even by flying saucer.
We're able to create hassle-free dream vacations filled with moments you never forget.
So put on your cape.
Let's go.
It's your time to travel with Ricky Tyus and TOSCI Williams.
Heard exclusively on TalkTainmentRadio.com.
TalkTainmentRadio.com. We go where you go. The world's greatest radio, and you're in touch with It's Your Time to Travel. I'm Ricky Tyus with Tyus Tours and Travel, along with TOSCI Williams. And this is radio the way it should be heard. You can join the conversation at 877-932-9766 or watch us live on YouTube/Talktainment Radio. So, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh, yes, I did, Ricky. I watched the Super Bowl, but I wasn't really a fan of neither team. But I do have to say I was super glad that the Eagles won. Go Eagles! Congratulations, buddy! Because I am not a big fan of Tom Brady. And did you see what he did at the end?
No, what did he do?
Oh, at the end, he didn't even go over the nose to say, hey, good game, nothing. They said he really showed poor sportsmanship. And he did. He really showed poor sportsmanship. I thought you would do better, Tom Brady. That wasn't polite.
Well, I actually thought it was a great football game.
Really? The game itself now, that was good. It was just, what he did at the end. But you know what's fun, too, is the commercials. I like the commercials. They're always fun and entertaining to watch.
So we actually have TOSCI standing on Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
Yes, coming to you live. Having a good time out here in New Orleans. We're having a party out here. So, you know what? For those of you that missed it, out here in New Orleans, the Mardi Gras is live. You still have time to catch a flight to get out here before it ends. We're having a party, y'all.
Fat Tuesday's not till next Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday is next Tuesday.
It's next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday. We're having a good time, though. People are dressed and having fun, and people are just walking around and looking for places and things to do.
So you still have time to get to the Mardi Gras.
Yes, definitely. There's places to go, people to see, and things to do.
So my Facebook question of the week is train travel in the U.S. safe? On Wednesday of last week, an Amtrak train struck a garbage truck, killing one person and leaving others seriously injured in Charlottesville, Virginia. And then this past Sunday morning, at least 2 people were killed and more than 100 were injured after an Amtrak train collided with a parked freight train in South Carolina.
Oh, my.
So my Facebook question for the week is train travel in the U.S. safe? And so far, I've had several people answer me, and their answer is yes, it is safe. TOSCI, what do you think?
Ricky, I think train travel is still safe. I think it's a scenic thing for train travel. It's a scenic route that you want to keep doing. You go places, you get a chance to see what's going on outside, looking out the window. When you're in the airplane, you don't see a whole lot, especially when you're above in the clouds and everything. And then if the buildings aren't like skyscrapers, you really don't see anything in the airplanes at all. So you miss a lot. You miss out on a lot. But the trains, to me, they're still safe. They're just slow, and they're never on time. Like you mentioned earlier, they're never on time. But it's great for a scenic route. It's great to have fun, and it's great for something to do for the family if they just want to view and look at a bunch of scenery. So, yes.
Yeah, okay. So it's been determined by our Facebook survey that train travel in the U.S. is safe. Slow.
Yay.
Slow but safe. Slow but safe. Where in Europe, you have trains that travel up to 170 miles an hour.
Right. That's nice, too, because 170 miles,
Right.
170 miles an hour puts you where you want to go. My question would be, how many accidents do they actually have? Because, like here, they would probably have cars testing their luck, trying to roll on over to beat the train. So.
Right. So the Facebook question of the week, and you can call in at 877-932-9766 and give us your opinion about train travel in the U.S., if it's safe or not. Or you can watch us live on YouTube, or you can hit us up on Facebook and let us know what you think. On Facebook, if you go to It's Your Time to Travel, there's a survey on there. You can put in there what you think about train travel in the U.S.
Awesome. Come join me, too, at the Mardi Gras.
So, did you know the first black-owned beach town? Have you ever heard of the first black-owned beach town? Tashi?
Yes, I have. I've definitely heard of the first black-owned beach town. And did you know one thing about that? Guess where that is? That's near Chesapeake, Maryland. My dad actually used to tell us, he
Stories
took us there.
about that?
Right, and he actually took us there when we were younger, and he was proud of the fact that that is one of the first owned beaches in the United States, first owned African-American beaches in the United States. Did you? And that was owned by Frederick Douglass' son.
Right.
So yes.
So you may have heard about the Hamptons, the affluent getaway spot for New York City elite. But there's another getaway spot that was meant for the black elite. Located near Chesapeake Bay in Maryland, Highland Beach Town is the first black-owned beach town founded in 1893 by Charles Douglas, the son of Frederick Douglass, and it was also founded by Charles's wife. And the story goes like this. One day, Charles and his wife grabbed a bite to eat at a restaurant, but things did not go as they had planned. The restaurant denied them service because they were black. Of course, this upset the couple, so they decided to do something about it. Charles studied real estate and bought a beachfront property on Chesapeake Bay, spanning 40 acres with 500 feet of beachfront. The property became a summer home for his family, for his friends and family. He even built a house for his father to live in after he retired, but sadly, Frederick Douglass died before Charles completed the house. Charles started making friends in high places and convinced them to buy property in the area. Soon, there was a sizable population to make Highland Beach Town his first official town. In 1922, after Charles died, Highland Beach Town became the first incorporated African-American city in Maryland. Many blacks visited there for vacation, including Paul Robeson, Alex Haley, Harriet Tubman, Langston Hughes, W.E.B. Du Bois, and of course, our own Tashi Williams.
Yes, definitely.
In fact, in 1992, the National Register of Historic Places included the Douglass Summer House into the registry. So to this day, the beach town has remained largely unchanged. There are 60 homes, most of them owned by the original residents, and they're proud that they've been able to fight off pressures to sell part of the beachfront to private buyers and commercial establishments. Right. Highland Beach Town is a beautiful town with a rich history. And you can learn more about the history black beaches. You can learn more about the history for black beaches in the book, The Land Was Ours, How Black Became White Wealth in the Coastal South. And this article was put together by an organization called Push Black. And Push Black brings readers inspiring and unbiased black history stories that changes the world. So what do you think about that?
I like that. Excellent job on that, Ricky. That's excellent. I really like that. So that definitely is a huge piece of Black history. And I would recommend everybody go to that beach, support your history. Go to the beach. Like they said, they were trying to fight off. And the reason why they were trying to fight off a lot of organizations or businesses that want to get involved in buying property on the beach. And the reason they want to do that is so they can keep it at a point where it is still Black owned and not monopolized by a lot of major businesses that want to come in and run things down or run things over and bring in a lot of big booming buildings or hotels and everything. They want to keep that quaint. So let's support them so they could do that. They could keep that quaint and maintain that beach.
So don't forget to look up the book, The Land Was Ours, How Black Became White Wealth in the Coastal South. Okay?
Yes. Get the book, guys.
And tell you a true story. I have a cousin that was married to a young lady, and her father was a judge in New York.
Oh, okay.
And he owned a resort in the Poconos.
Oh, in the Pocono Mountains?
In the Pocono Mountains.
Nice. That's
Right.
pretty, too. That's very nice.
Right. He owned a resort, a Black-owned resort in the Pocono Mountains. Okay? And he was going to sign the property over to my cousin's family when my cousin decided to step out on his wife, and him and his wife got a divorce. And after that, I don't know what happened to the property.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. And there's Delaware that runs through the Poconos.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Poconos had a flood. Actually, there's a bit of history too in the Pocono Mountains. So people, it's a beautiful place there.
Okay.
So that's some place to go. So the Poconos is really nice. So maybe on one of our shows, we could discuss the Poconos. And also Sapelo Island, that's Black owned as well. And then a lot of businesses are trying to overrun the property there too as well. So that's another one. So we got some upcoming things that we could discuss, Ricky.
Right.
Yes.
So our topics for today's show is this just in is Discover Firearms set new TSA record. And Tashi's travel tip is 5 luxury accessories for your next flight. And the topic for today is Discover Disney's magical private Caribbean island. And I know that that is a subject close to Tashi's heart when you talk about Disney.
Mickey Mouse! Yay!
Yeah. And Bubba and Laverta, as the world turns country travel, we're in New Orleans today for that.
Yes, they are. And they're having a good time, Ricky. I see them out here having fun.
Right. And once again, we're going to try and cover what are charter flights. We have charter flights that leave from most U.S. cities nonstop, going to Mexico, the Caribbean, and Bahamas. And we're just going to talk about that a little today, is exactly what charter flights are all about and how it can save you money. Also, it will give you a low down payment versus if you did it on your own. So, I want to talk a little bit about the old school cruise sailing from New Orleans aboard Carnival's Dream, and the ship sails on August the 19th from New Orleans, and it goes to Montego Bay, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and prices start at $667. And the deadline for that is coming up quickly. Okay, so the deposit's $50. We'll have a lot of fun. Tashi's in New Orleans right now. I'll be in New Orleans in a couple weeks, and we're putting the whole thing together. So visit my website, www.tirestours.com, and take a look at our cruise leaving out of New Orleans on a Carnival Dream.
Yes, guys, come on. You have to come with us. We're excited about the cruise. I know you'll have a good time. I'm enjoying myself here in New Orleans right now. So you'll definitely have just as much fun as I am. Now, when you come, Neil, you have to make sure you make time to fly in a day or so in advance so you can enjoy the scenery here in New Orleans before you board the ship.
Right. Before you board the ship. So what we're going to do, we have things set up that you come in a day early, and we'll give you a tour of the hidden gems of New Orleans. Plus, you get a chance to sample some food. You get a chance to go to French Quarter. You get a chance to go to some places that you wouldn't go to on your own.
Yes, definitely. You know, Ricky, I've just tried this dish while I was sitting here. Now, it's a little spicy for my taste, but it still tastes very good. It's burgers and rice mixed together with a lot of herbs and spices from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
But yes, New Orleans. But I thought just a minute or so before the show, I didn't know if I could get back in time because I had to just get some water.
Fire!
It is fire, but they sell this dish, and it's a real good one. Now, when you come, make sure you ask, because it has a little gravy in it, ground beef, rice, and a lot of spices from New Orleans. So, hey, I'm going to have to find out the name of it so I can get that to you. So you can everyone has to try that.
Tasha's having a great time in New Orleans.
Yes, I am.
So this just in, Discovered Firearms set new TSA records. For starters, it opens you up. For starters, you need to check out the TSA Instagram account. It is a must follow because it'll open you up to a world of insane findings at the airport. Plus, the folks who run the account are hilarious with their captions. But the Transportation Security Administration revealed Monday that a record-setting 3,957 firearms were discovered in carry-on bags at security checkpoints in 2017. Let me repeat that. 3,957 firearms were discovered in carry-on bags at security checkpoints in 2017. How do you get to the airport and don't know that you have a gun on you or in your carry-on bag?
That's ridiculous to me because especially, I think people are trying to smuggle that in. And with everything going on with TSA agents, that would be the last thing I would do. The very last thing I would do. First off, they take you in the back. You're held up. You may miss your flight. You got a lot going on there. So, and not to mention, you could be fined a large sum of money.
We'll get into that. It's actually in here. What the fine is for that.
Oh, okay.
So the new record beats the 2016 record by 16.7%. The old record was 3,391 guns were found in 2016. In 2017, 3,957 firearms were discovered in carry-on bags. Of the almost 4,000 firearms discovered last year, 84% were loaded, and another 34.8% had a round in the chamber. Another 34% had a round in the chamber. The guns were collected at a total of 239 airports, and an average of 10.8 firearms were collected by TSA a day. 10 firearms are collected a day by TSA. And I asked the question, is train travel safe? I better be asking the question, is air travel safe with all these people trying to smuggle guns on airplanes?
Yes, definitely.
Of course, the Atlanta airport reported the most guns recovered last year with a total of 245. Dallas was second with 211, and Houston was third with 142. Denver International was fourth with 118, and Phoenix rounded out the top five with 115. 115. So TSA is asking me to make this announcement, and I'm supposed to sound real nice about this. TSA officials are asking travelers to do their best to avoid holding up security lines and possibly causing flight delays due to firearms and other banned weapons accidentally being discovered in bags. Wrong word. Accidentally. The government agency reminds people to double check their luggage, jackets, and other items in order to avoid taking prohibited items to an airport checkpoint. Officials from TSA revealed it can impose civil penalties up to $13,000 per violation per person for prohibited items and violations of other regulations. And one of the regulations is being stupid. In order to avoid the massive fines and arrests, the TSA website provides a list of prohibited items. Wow. What do you think? What do you think about that?
That's an awful lot. That's big. That's huge. That's really huge. I just don't understand what goes through people's mind with that. So somebody help me. Call in.
877-932-9766.
Right. Shoot us a line. Let us know what's going on through people's mind. I don't get it. I need help.
Yeah. Give us your thoughts about people trying to put guns in their carry-on bags to get on airplanes.
Right. And then especially in a lot of public places, people are out to have fun. Leave them alone.
Right.
Stop acting like you want to be the fun snatcher. Go on your own and do something stupid.
Yeah,
be by yourself where no one else is around. We don't want you.
Yeah, but they're actually doing something stupid, and that's trying to bring, that's trying to bring a gun on the plane.
Right, that's definitely stupid, and it's there is and I know they know a lot of people's lives are at stake. It's not just your own life. But I just don't get it. I really don't understand. So call and let us know.
Call and let us know.
We're curious.
Yeah. Curious minds want to know.
Right. Curious minds want to know. Why
you would put yourself through that and then get fined up to $13,000 to carry a gun on the plane. That's totally unbelievable to me.
Me too.
And as someone that flies all over the world all the time, that's totally scary.
And I'm not that frivolous with my money, so I just don't get it.
Yeah.
There's better things I could do with $13,000 as anyone else, I'm sure.
So imagine having your own private island. Can you imagine having your own private island? We just talked about just having a beachfront, but can you imagine having your own private island? Well, Disney has done just that with this enchanted Castaway Cay. This retreat is just for Disney cruisers and embodies the perfect island paradise. The tropical island hideaway, located just 225 nautical miles from Port Canaveral, Florida, is a stop on all Disney, Bahamian, and Caribbean cruises. And there's no shortage of things to do there. Ships dock right on the island, allowing Disney cruisers to disembark directly onto the pier. And it's a short 15-minute walk that leads to unbelievable amenities, including powdery white and sandy Castaway Family Beach. The beach area is quite extensive with points and coves along the shoreline. Trams are available for those who need or want to get to the beach faster. All Castaway Cave amenities. Beach towels are provided by cruise line members at the pier, so no need to pack those in your suitcase. They will give you beach towels at the pier. So, Tashi, what do you think about that so far?
I love it. It sounds good to me. And then there's a pop-up visit from any one of the Disney characters.
All the time.
Yes, definitely. It sounds fun. It's exciting. It's their own private beach, so you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about too much going on. You'll have a great time. Disney makes a cookout thing over there. They grill. They have all kinds kinds of food layout there. It's buffet style food. I'm not really big on buffet food, but at the same time, it's a great layout of food. So it's really nice.
So snorkeling is available to those who want to explore the Caribbean's undersea.
Yes.
They have 2 submerged submarines from Magic Kingdom, retired 20,000 leagues under the sea attraction adds an element of adventure for intrepid snorkelers. The Pelican Plunge is a 2,400 square foot floating platform with 2 bending, twisting water slides dropping riders directly into the lagoon. A giant bucket dump of water delivers hundreds of gallons, brings more anticipation and laughter, and 4 water cannons provide sharp shooting fun with floating nautical targets.
Nice. That sounds good.
Yeah. Game pavilions near the family beach offers a variety of sand and shaded games like volleyball, teeterball, foosball, ping pong, pool, shuffleboard, and basketball. And there are also places where each age group can hang out with their peers. That includes planned activities like Teen Hideout or Scuttle's Curved Kids Club for younger cruisers. So there's a lot to do on this magical island. There's inner tube, snorkel masks, fins can be rendered from gills, fins, and floats or flippers and floats on the beach, like kayaks, paddle boats, paddle boards, aqua trites. Those are those big bikes. You can ride them into the water. Can also be rented for use in the water wonderland.
That's fun.
Hammocks are located on the beachfront.
Now, you know what, Ricky? I've never tried those big bikes before.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been on those big bikes?
No, I have not.
I haven't either. But you know what? I always wanted to get on the horse and run and ride the horses through the water. And I've always wanted to try those bikes, too. So I haven't tried those before, that you could ride through the water. That sounds fun.
They talk about the bikes here. They don't talk about the horses. Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if they stopped that or not.
Yeah. So one of the port adventures is the Castaway Stingray Adventure, and it gives people the chance to feed, touch, and snorkel with friendly rays in a private lagoon. Okay. So, and just so you know that they have manicure and groom back the bars of the stingray, so they won't bother you.
Okay. Not like what happened to Crocodile Dundee.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's the Catch and Release Family Fishing Adventure. It takes visitors for a trolling trip on the clear waters of the Cade in search of grouper, snapper, maya, and barracuda. Another option to learn more about is hooking and reeling is the off-island boating fishing activity. So parasailing will give you a chance to see the entire island. You're soar high above Castaway Cay for an unforgettable, thrilling experience and a chance to see the cay from bird's eye point of view. Dining. So let's talk about dining on Castaway Cay. And I know earlier you talked about picnic tables and things like that. But dining is here. Dining is all included as part of the cruise package. A buffet lunch is provided at picnic tables, but lunch is a culinary feast that is served on rare plates and stainless silverware. Hot dogs, hamburgers were on the menu along with other delectable food choices like chicken, ribs, fish, corn on the cob, salads, all the fixings imaginable. Self-serve drink bars offer several warm and cold beverages. So just a quick note about desserts. Desserts featured a variety of fruits, banana bread, and of course cookies. Also, there is a self-serve ice cream machine with a variety of flavors. So to wrap this up, beach cruisers exploring the islands can rent bikes for the entire family. And through Castaway Cay sits 1,000 acres. Only 55 of those acres are developed. The remainder of the island can be explored along 1.5 miles of paved bike trails leading to secluded beaches, including the adult-only beach at Serenity Bay. And then further down, private family beach cabanas can be reserved in advance of the cruise. So, and there's also a 40-foot observation tower where you can see the whole beach. So at the end of the day, don't forget to stop for family photos on the way back to your Disney cruise ship. And also, Castaway merchandise isn't sold on the ship, so don't forget to purchase T-shirts and everything else before you leave. So, look, up in the sky, it's the superheroes of travel. It's Ricky Tias and TOSCI Williams on It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTainmentRadio.com. Stay right there. Coming up next is Tashi's Travel Tips.
Are you ready for a high school that allows you to work at a pace that is right for you? Are you ready to earn certification in healthcare, business, or manufacturing while achieving your high school diploma? Then you're ready for Life Skills High School, a free public option for Ohio students 16 to 21 years old. Learn more about your free high school educational options at lifeskillshs.org or call them at 1-800-888-7992. That's 1-800-888-7992. Life Skills High School, education that fits your life.
This is Al Edmondson, owner of a Cutter Brother Rest Barbershop. I'm calling on all barbers and beauticians. It's time for us to unite as one. We can serve our communities better together. Join the Ohio Black Barber Beauty Network. For more information, visit www.obbn.org or call 614-427-3226 to get more information. Be the change that you want to see in your community. Join our network.
If you or someone you know is abusing drugs and or alcohol and want to stop the abuse, contact APDS at 1409 East Livingston Avenue. Office hours are 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. APDS is certified by the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services and primarily funded through the Adam H. Board. Fees are based on your income and Medicaid is always accepted. For more information, call 614-253-4448.
You got the power.
Look up in the sky. It's the superheroes of travel. It's Ricky Tias and Tashi'i Williams on It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTainmentRadio.com. Listeners, you can join the conversation at 877-932-9766 or watch us live on YouTube/Talktainment or live on Facebook. So coming up next is Bubba and Lavada as World Turns Country Travel, and we're traveling in New Orleans. New Orleans. I'm ready to get the party started. I got my costume with my hat, and I'm just ready to get moving and shaking my groove thing. It's going to be a party now, Lavada. Did you remember the beads, Lavada?
Oh, I knew I forgot something, Bubba. I forgot the beads. Oh, we can pick them up there. We can just go ahead and pick up some beads while we're there. Why do we need those darn beads anyway, Bubba? Do they mean anything at all? Why do we need those? All things around my neck.
Yeah, the meaning is quite significant. Traditional Mardi Gras beads are purple, green, and gold colors. The purple symbolizes justice, the green represents faith, and the gold signifies power. And they always tell people to make sure they have the beads if they're participating in the Mardi Gras Carnival this year, or hosting your own Mardi Gras party wherever you are. Make sure you have plenty of colorful beads. Beads. That's what I'm missing is beads.
Oh, those things around my neck, they look like some cheap, raggedy jewelry. Well, I had no idea they meant that much. I always heard some old wise tale about them. I heard that women used to flash their breasts for those beads. They stand up in that parade and that carnival and flash their breasts for those beads. Bubba, now that I did some research on. I found out that was true. I just can't understand getting out there burying my little beauties for some beads. What next?
The colored beads were determined by the king of the first daytime carnival in 1872. He wanted the colors to be royal colors: purple for justice, gold for power, and green for faith. The idea was to toss the color to the person who exhibited the color's meaning. Everyone wanted to catch the beads, and the saying goes, "Throw me something, mister." So tune in next week for the fun and excitement in New Orleans at Mardi Gras. Find out what Bubba and Laverta learned next. Don't miss out on the fun. Until next time, enjoy Mardi Gras. So Laverta,
see y'all next time. You hear?
So Laverta, you enjoy Mardi Gras.
Well, thank you very much, Bubba. I'm going to have a fine time out here with you. See you a little while, guys.
Bubba and Laverta as the world turns country travel. So coming up next is Tashi's travel tips, and she has 5 fantastic travel tips you can use when you go on your next flight, whenever that is, wherever you fly to, you can use these 5 tips.
Now, ladies, this just doesn't mean that these are just for ladies. So it's accessory tips. So it's for everybody. So it's 5 luxury accessories for your next flight. Number 1, okay, sound canceling headphones.
I don't travel without them.
I know, right? When you're on an airplane, that's what you want, the sound canceling headphones. You don't have to hear the screaming baby in behind you or next to you. You only have to worry about the child kicking the seat, the one that's going boom, boom. No, whether you're trying to get some shut-eye or attempting to avoid a chatty seatmate, okay? Sound canceling headphones are a must. If you splurge on a high-quality pair, you'll really see or hear the difference. Crying babies, no big deal. No, okay? Someone snoring, it won't bother you at all.
Not at all, not at all.
Not at all. You can't hear that noise. And you're encapsulated in the peaceful sound of, what did you say? Shh, silence.
And for me, the sound canceling headphones is not so much for the people, but it's from the roar of the engine.
Right.
You know, if you're sitting behind the wing and all that noise is coming back to you, then it cancels out all that noise.
Yes,
you know,
it does.
Like,
it really does.
Like I can take babies crying and people talking, but that jet noise is just hard for me to take on a day in, day out basis.
Well, you're better than I am, Ricky. I can't take all that screaming, but that's okay.
I can take that.
But you hear all the noise in the background right now from New Orleans, live, coming from you, live from New Orleans at the Mardi Gras. So we're having a great time. Now, you could hear that noise, but you could cancel it out with the headphones. The number 2 thing that you need to have with you is skin hydration mask. Okay, the cabin air on an airplane is prone to dehydrate your skin. I bet you didn't know that. While jetting off to a dream destination, worrying about dry skin should be the last thing on your mind. Why not take preventative measures and get yourself a hydrating face mask? Now, your in-flight nap will be extra refreshing if you did that mask. Okay, so that's one thing to consider. We scored Sephora for their best hydrating mask, okay, and settled on the Versa Deep Hydration. That's a nice one. It's a mask with retinol 8. Okay, and its ingredients are so amazing that hydration lasts up to 120 hours. That's wonderful. So we have to give them a hand on that because that's really nice, especially for people that like to keep their skin hydrated. That's good for men as well as, of course, the ladies.
Yes.
But men, that's something for you to keep on hand as well.
Skin hydration mask.
That's right, the skin hydration mask. And then number 3.
120 hours.
Yes, that's a long time.
Man, I need to put that on at night before I go to bed.
Yeah, you can hydrate your skin at night before you go to bed.
This mask I'm putting on now is not hydration, huh?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not one of the. It's not one of the masks like this. Okay. It's not my Mardi Gras mask, guys, that puts on the hydration. No. So it's a mask that's like a moisturizer mask. It's a cream that you would put on your face and keep your hydration in. Okay. And then number 3, skin cream. Oh, here's the beauty tips for you. You got your pen and paper out? You cannot forget the rest of your body when it comes to hydrating your skin. Just like with your face, you don't want to deal with dry skin. Okay, so you want to keep your skin hydrated. Okay, while trying to enjoy your trip. So while you're on your airplane, you know, like they said with the mask on your face, the hydrating mask on your face and everything else, it's the same as the rest of your skin. You need to keep that hydrated. Okay, fight back at the cabin air with a high quality super moisturizing cream. All right, we suggest going all in with the luxurious crème de la mer. Oh, that French word, crème de la mer. It's the most luxurious lotion on the market, and your body will be thanking you for extra love. Oh, how sweet we are. We bring it to you live from New Orleans, the best. Okay, number 4. Let's see. Number 4, a cashmere travel set. So you're saying, why does that have to be cashmere? I thought the same thing, you know, because I've never heard of this one. So I've actually thought the same thing. Okay, in-flight comfort has a lot to do with what section your seat is in. Whether you're in business, class, or coach, maximize your comfort by snuggling up with a cashmere travel set. Cashmere, you know, cashmere is nice and soft. All right. The buttery blanket and silk eye mask will have you slipping off to supreme dreamland in no time. That's nice. Naked Cashmere offers a travel set in 3 chic colors. Oh, and allows you to customize the carry pouch with your monogram. Now look at that. Now that's nice. Doesn't that sound good?
So it comes in 3 chic colors.
Yes, it does. It comes in 3 chic colors. Nice, right? So
and it allows you to customize the carry pouch with your monogram.
That's right. It sure does. Now, what colors? I don't know what colors those come in.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get that information for you and get back to you. I'm not sure what colors those come in. Okay. Number 5 is the comfy slip-on shoes. The comfy slip-on shoes, another key for maximum flight comfort, is a nice pair of shoes. The best pair to get are easy to slip on and slip off, and will fit your feet like gloves. Yay! We love that. We love comfortable shoes.
Yes.
A good pair will easily transition from flight to trip and last you throughout multiple seasons. That's nice. Here at Travel Safe, we love companies that treat their employees well. That's why we're suggesting the Modern Bow by Everlane. They're ethically made and the perfect slip-on flats. Nice for supreme comfort and promise to become a staple of your travel wardrobe. Those are all 5, and those are really nice ones, so keep that in mind.
So,
okay?
do you have on comfy comfy slip-on shoes now since you're in New Orleans?
Yes, I do, Ricky. I always go in comfort now. Now, they're not slip-ons because, see, I never know at any point in time when I'm going to make a mad dash and run. But, Ricky, I got to tell you, I keep on my comfy tennies. Yeah, that's who I am. I got to wear my tennies. So, that makes me walk, run, do anything I have to do, and have a good time at it, baby.
So you're listening to It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTainmentRadio.com. Join the conversation at 877-932-9766 or watch us live on YouTube/TalkTainmentRadio or watch us live on Facebook. The biggest cruise deals of the year are here now through March. Cruise lines are enticing potential cruisers with cabinet upgrades at no additional charge, price reductions on cruise fares, and heaps of onboard spending money. Snap up a deal now. Visit www.TIOSTours.com to find the best cruise deals available. And again, visit www.TIOSTours.com. And don't forget to sign up for our weekly newsletter featuring red hot travel specials. So, Tashi, what are red hot travel specials?
Well, now
red hot travel specials are specials that last about 4 days. Okay, so you have to react quickly. Normally, I get them on Thursday, and by the following Wednesday, they disappear. Okay, and they're specials on cruises. Like Carnival has a 48-hour sale that comes up every Monday. It's only good for 48 hours. I call that a red hot travel special. Vacation Express, they have deals that last about 4 days. So these are short-term deals. They don't last very long. So when you see it, you got to react fast, or it'll end or be gone because it's limited availability. Limited availability. So
really,
that's what red hot travel specials are. I post them on Facebook. I post them on Twitter. I post them on Instagram. And when you see one of those, you have to react real fast.
Oh, so they go really quick then, huh?
They go really, really fast.
Really?
Really, really fast.
Sort of like the fun we're having right now today here at the Mardi Gras.
Right, the fun you're having. You're having at the Mardi Gras.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely having a good time here, Ricky. It's a lot to do. We've watched a lot of parades. We see a lot of gorgeous floats. You know, a lot of people over here. They're having a good time. Hi, they are having so much fun. It's a group of women over there, and they're really enjoying themselves together. They came here to have fun, they said, and leave the minute home. So go ahead, ladies. Have a great time.
So, Tashi, the last show we asked, is the Mardi Gras a family-friendly event?
I still say, Ricky, no, not family-friendly. For some of the things I've seen going on out here today, I'm having a blast, but I don't think it's something for little kids. Maybe the parade, you know, Ricky, the parade is. But the thing that Bubba and Laverta mentioned about women used to bare their breasts, yeah, we got a lot of that going on. So they're still keeping up. They're baring their booties. They're beauties. They're lovely beauties.
Wow.
They're taking it to another level out here.
Okay.
I hope they don't bear all. That's too much for me, but yeah, they're having a good time.
All right. So one of the questions we asked on Facebook this week was, is train travel in the U.S. safe? And so far, the result of the survey indicates that train travel in the U.S. is safe. As a matter of fact, how did you get down to the Mardi Gras?
I flew, okay?
Okay.
Ricky, you got my ticket and everything for me, so I flew here. And that's another thing, people, make sure that you got, this was for work, so Ricky made all my travel arrangements to get here, so for your travel arrangements, make sure that you go through Ricky. There, you know what? I got here without a glitch, no problems at all. And I also had an opportunity to meet Bubba and Laverne having fun here. So we ate lunch I ate lunch while here with them.
Bubba and Laverta.
Yes.
So Laverta, is she showing her stuff down there?
Oh no, she says she's not bearing her beauties for anybody, so I don't blame her. But the people still keeping I guess they still keep tradition going with those beads. I didn't know the beads had so much meaning behind them, so that's something I definitely learned. I see them all the time. A lot of meaning. Yes, they do. They really do.
And since you say this is not a family-friendly event, do you hear any kids saying, "Hey, mister, throw me something"?
No, I haven't heard any kids say that yet. Not yet. But give me time. Maybe I haven't been out here long enough, but there is a lot of kids out here too.
Okay, just so you know,
there's definitely kids out here.
Just so you know, Tashi's in New Orleans. She's on Bourbon Street. And she's watching all the parade and everything going by. And she's giving a blow-by-blow description of all the happenings going on in New Orleans. All the happenings going on in New Orleans. And the Mardi Gras goes up to Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday this year is February 13th. And it runs all the way up to Fat Tuesday. And the events really get heavy this weekend going into Mardi Gras.
Yes, definitely, and we're having a good time. Oh, ladies, look! Oh, they bought me something. They bought me this drink. It looks so pretty. What is it, ladies? Oh, okay, so you know what? When I get off air, I'm going to have to grab that drink that they got me. And I know it's not alcohol, but it looks so nice and pretty. It's alcohol-free because I did tell them they could get me something that was alcohol-free. So, yes, I'm excited. I'm ready to walk the strip now and have fun with everybody else and listen to the music. The music here is great. The music here is excellent, and it's really something that you can enjoy, especially when you're walking the strip and you just feel like you've made your last leg around, but you keep listening to that music and you have tons of energy. So come on out, have a great time with me, everybody. Have a good time. We're having fun.
So just so you know, Tashi Williams is in Mardi Gras on Bourbon Street.
With my mask.
And she's enjoying all the festivities going on Bourbon Street.
Yes, I am. We're having a blast.
In the French Quarter.
Yes, we are. We're having such a wonderful time out here. And it's such a great time for, people to just come out, have fun, couples to come out and enjoy each other. But you know what? I always learn one thing. Don't take sand to the beach.
Don't take sand to the beach.
No, baby, don't take sand to the beach. Sand might slow you down. There's already sand on the
beach. You are so crazy. That's Tashi's coming to you live from New Orleans and the Mardi Gras. And you're listening to It's Your Time to Travel on TalkTimeRadio.com. Join the conversation at 877-932-9766. Or watch us live on YouTube /TalkTimeRadio. And you can watch us live on Facebook. So coming up next, we're going to talk about chartered flights. It's not something that Tashi took to get to New Orleans. But Ties Tours and Travel, we do have chartered flights available. So can you give us a description of what's going on now in New Orleans?
Right now, we're still enjoying the parade. We're watching people come down with floats. We see a lot of people. I'm getting ready to leave here in a little bit, Ricky, and just go interview folks and talk to them a little bit to see what they like the best about this right here. A lot of people have already told me that their favorite thing is walking down Bourbon Street and just sightseeing. A lot of people enjoy the French Quarter. orders, and they're just telling me a lot of different things. Some people are saying that they had gambling, that they were doing a little bit of gambling before they came out here. One guy was excited because he won like $2,000 at the casino. So you've got all kind of things going on here in New Orleans.
So
the
what
food
about
is
the food?
fantastic, and that's what I was just going to tell you.
The cuisine.
Yes, it's fantastic. The food is great, and a lot of people are trying everything out here, and I know I keep trying everything. I am enjoying all the food. Any and everything people are bringing up to me and saying, here, try this. I'm trying it. I got a couple of friends out here with me, and we're having such a fine time. We're having just a wonderful time trying different things. They're handing me things saying, taste this. So I'm tasting it, and at the same time, I'm really trying not to get caught on the radio with my picture while I'm stuffing food in my mouth. But the food is definitely wonderful, Ricky. It's great, and it's such a marvelous time. The weather is fantastic out here. So the weather is good. I've had an opportunity today to taste gator. It's a little tough for me, but I did taste it. Now, I've always had frog legs, so somebody brought over some frog legs for me, and I enjoyed that, but they taste like chicken to me. Yeah. But I've always had frog legs, and that's not anything different for me, but they said it was New Orleans style, so I had to try that, and I tried a little bit of everything. I've had some gumbo, and that came out really good, so some of the shrimp dish I've had, that's been really nice for me, so yes, I've been really enjoying this.
So, unfortunately, we have to bring it back to the studio, and we're going to go back to TOSCI before we leave. But we need to talk about.
See you in a little bit, Ricky.
Right. For 2 shows, we've been trying to talk about what are chartered flights, and here's everything you need to know about chartered flights. There's something about being on the beach with fellow sun seekers and aficionados of the good life like yourself. You're all there for the same reason, to catch some rays, lounge, and shoot the breeze, much like what TOSCI is doing in New Orleans. And you know, and you can vacate like a pro. And on charter flights, you find yourself in the same stress-free company while saving some cash. But that's what charter flights are good for. So what charter flights means to you? Charter flights, or value air, are round-trip, non-stop flights departing from major cities across the U.S. to popular vacation destinations. Mexico, the Bahamas, Caribbean. Okay? There's destinations that you can fly to directly, non-stop, and the party actually starts on the plane. Like TOSCI is partying in Mardi Gras, because everybody is going to the same destination. The party starts on the plane, you know, and it's a wonderful feeling knowing everybody's going to the same destination, and you have a lot of fun. But here's the kicker: there's one of our favorite ways to save you money. We purchase the seats in bulk, and you receive the savings. Charter seats tend to be $50 to $75 cheaper than regular scheduled air. And the deposit is lower. Okay, the company that we use, normally if you go through the charter flights, deposits are only $100 or $125. Okay, if you're leaving out like 45, 60 days away, your deposit would only be $100. Okay? And if you're a dedicated Southwest airline flyer, Tyus Tours and Travel can get you on a Southwest charter flight in no time. So I do have a private company that I use for my charters, but I can also get you on Southwest. Flexible flights, consistent quality. We service various routes within a week, which is a fancy way of saying you have more flight options so you can stay in paradise as long as you like. And since we have a contract with the airlines for the charter seats, you can always count on quality service. And what's nice about the charter flights is that most of them will give you the last day that you leave, they leave in the evening. So that still gives you a whole day to enjoy your destination. A whole day to enjoy the destination. So, Tashi, what do you think about that? Going back to Tashi on Bourbon Street.
Oh, I think that sounds good, Ricky. I really like that. Why didn't you book me that kind of flight when I came here?
Because right now I don't have any charter flights going to New Orleans.
Well, that sounds good anyway, Ricky. That sounds fantastic.
But did you know that I had a charter flight going from Philadelphia to Minnesota for the Super Bowl game?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, did we discuss that? I thought we did discuss that. Yep. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we discussed that.
Yes, but the Super Bowl is so expensive. Right. You couldn't get out there in time.
Look up in the sky. It's the superheroes of travel. Ricky Tice and Tashi Williams. Able to take you around the world by air, land, or sea, even by flying saucer. And we're live on TalkTainmentRadio.com.
Have fun, guys. Ricky, I'm having a ball. I'll see you next week, okay, when I return, Ricky. And just want to make a reminder for the women, if you come out here, make sure that you don't bring a purse. Put on some pants where you can put your money, your identification in your pants, okay? So then you could, you don't have to worry about anything.